Hey, this is Witty, and I'm going to be playing the Barbarian in Diablo 3 Beta. So, I've got my awful banner set up. Looks pretty horrible, and my Barbarian here is ready to go. So, let's do this. Ha! That's not good. What do you mean there was an error? I can't even start a game. What? Oh. Okay. Huh. That's not very impressive. I guess I'll have to come back later. Hey, this is Witty, and let's try and play Barbarian on Diablo 3 Beta. No, not gonna happen. Okay, gonna try another method. Mr. Thomas Nevercott has come up with the idea of trying to invite me into a group, such as a public game, and start a game that way, and then he's gonna leave. So that's gonna be my way to play a single player game, by using another player. Yeah! Only available to party leader, so when he's ready. Look at that sexy pracky right there. Oh, he's got 3004 as well. Blimey. I think I have to come back to this. I mean, this will still be in the video if it ever works, but at the moment, not getting anywhere. Nope. Okay, gonna try and start a game. Nope. Okay. Trying to join Mr. Thomas's game. 1 second, please. Run over gold to pick it up. No clicking method. Okay, so I'm inside now. Brilliant. Okay.
This place reeks of death. The fallen star is near.
Whee! Fair enough. Bash.
An ally has departed. The minions of hell grow weaker.
I see. So the difficulty level lowers when there's only one person, and it obviously increases the more people that join, by the looks of it. So I'm going to have to show you the Barbarian. It looks a bit less laggy, or a bit more smooth now as well, so that could have an impact too. Alright, well, I've got food, because I didn't know how long it was going to take me to get into a game, so I'm going to have to go and eat that, but I'll come back to this, and obviously in the video it'll be pretty much instantaneous for you, so I'll keep this paused. Here's another thing. Either it's because it's been more than 30 minutes, or just a random thing, but the game connection has been lost, so your client has been disconnected from the server. Oh dear. Well then, let's see if I can actually start the game at all. Nope. Oh god. Oh dear, oh dear. Here it goes again. But it's going to be the party join. It looks like it might work.
This place
Okay, I'm here. I'm ready to do it this time.
The fallen star.
Yeah. Let's do this. I don't even know how to attack. Aha. Nope.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Your technique is flawed. Your path ends here. Your weakness disgusts. Face me,
At least
and
you
you
can
will
spam,
fall.
because that makes me laugh. That's a good thing. That's a good little feature.
Lend your strength to mine. Lend your strength to mine. Help me! I cannot stand alone. Help me! Lend your strength to mine.
Okay. Right then,
We will meet again.
until the next time. Welcome to New Tristram, eh? I guess I'll make my way. Ah! Says the crow. You have encountered
An
a monster.
ally has departed. The minions of hell grow weaker.
This is going to be one of those games that's going to be so suited to me making that noise. I do love to make that noise. Just gonna hear me doing it constantly. I'll try to control myself. One thing you got to keep an eye on is the fact that the game camera moves along with your character. So when you're going to attack something, as you get closer, your mouse has moved over here instead of being still on top of the monster. So you kind of need to constantly keep on top of it. It's not quite so easy. What's going on here? Eh? You quest givers.
I seek the fallen star.
It fell on the old cathedral. There was only one survivor, Leah. You should speak with her.
Captain Rumford, more dead are coming.
We can't open the gates until we drive them back.
They keep coming.
You see my rage building up at the bottom there. Saw a little video about the barbarian. More of an idea on how he works. Builds up the rage so he does more damage.
I've never seen anyone fight like that before. Guards, open the gates. You'll find Leah at the Slaughtered Calf Inn.
Sweet. Anything to pick up? There's something. That's just health. I guess that just increases your health. You don't keep it, do you? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at these stats as well. You can always pause it. But I'll be actually reading it this time, so... Seems pretty straightforward. I can't seem to zoom in and out.
Burn those corpses before they rise again.
That's the quest.
The dead have been a bane on our existence since that cursed fire fell. We have to burn them, just to make sure they don't rise from the grave. The dead have been a bane on our existence since that cursed fire fell. We have to burn them, just to make sure they don't rise from the grave.
Okay, back in a second, just gonna check something. Okay, let's do this.
I came here to study the fall of Old Tristram. This is closer to the town's history than I want to be.
I like the health bit there,
Zakarum has
whirling
fallen
around.
to disgrace. What faith can save us now? It is the end of the world. Can't you see that?
Receive a blessing.
May the gods who abandoned us come to your aid one last time.
Seems unlikely, but fair enough. Cheers. Don't know if I can see any particular buffs on my character though, now that he's done that. Whether it's a genuine buff or just hot air. Let's get a bit more voice up on those characters. So I've got this pinging thing on my mini-map here at the top right. I wonder if there'll be a lot of mods for the game. So you could sort of like switch things around.
Got a right good bunch of things for you this fine day.
Costs a lot of money. What level is it? Doesn't state what level it is. Does that mean I could wear that now? If I had the money. So you could pimp out your character right at the start of the game. Theoretically.
No way.
No way. That was me that second time. Just in case you didn't realise.
I promised Marco I'd protect him, and now he's dead.
I usually like to have a scout around first before I go and initialize anything that's going to definitely activate something such as
to help our mayor
that.
fix his wagon. My brother died defending this town, while that bloated coward tried to run away. The dead, rising from their graves. This must be the end of the world. The dead, rising from their graves.
Clear the way. I wish to pass.
How dare you speak to me like that? I am the mayor of this town.
Why are you trying to leave?
Are you mad? This town is doomed. Anyone with a grain of sense should be trying to get out. Will you help me or not?
No. For now, the safest place for cowards is behind the gates.
You just got told, mate.
Clear the way. I wish to pass.
So I can't pass.
How dare you speak to me like that? I am the mayor.
Right then. This is it. There's my stash of 2 minor health potions inside. Oh, wow. Sweet. Look at that. Tasty. Buy 14 slots. 10,000 gold so you can buy more space. But it's going to cost you.
Tristram used to be such a wonderful place to live. My family has been here since the town grew out of the ruins of old Tristram. But now, it's horrible. The loved ones we've buried and grieved over now threaten our lives.
Have you come to help us? The other adventurers who came through here didn't look so deadly.
I don't care what anyone says. That thing that fell from the sky was no rock. A rock doesn't cause the dead to leave their graves.
What's up, Leah?
Are you Leah? Rumford said you survived the fallen star.
I did, but it blasted my uncle Deckard Cain into the depths of the old cathedral. I tried to search for him, but the dead were already rising. I came back here to rally the militia, but... Watch out! The wounded are turning!
Let's get him.
The ancients grant me strength.
This is killing business.
So you just run over stuff to pick it up. Hammer of the Ancients. Let's have a look at this skill. Secondary skill. So you get 4 hotkeys for 4 abilities and 2 mouse clicks by the looks of it. So my right mouse button I can choose which of these abilities it's going to be, but I can only select this one at the moment.
The dead will overwhelm us all, unless something is done.
I will send them back to their graves. I will save your town.
Thank you. You should speak with Captain Rumford at the gate. He can tell you what to do.
Welcome to the Slaughtered Calf Inn. Bring me whatever treasures you have no use for. I'll give you a bit of coin to save up for your casket.
Oh, I'd love to be one of the voice actors on this. Let's go to Leah's room, because who wouldn't?
We've been under siege for 6 days now. Uncle Deckard is still missing. Captain Rumford and the others are losing hope. I tell them not to lose faith, but if help doesn't arrive soon...
So you can select
We've been under siege for we've been under siege for 6 days now.
You list which part of the
Uncle
journal you
Deckard
wish
is
to
still
look
missing.
at. There's the quest I
Captain
can look
Rumford and the others are losing hope. I tell them not to lose faith.
And you can listen to it as you're going. That reminds me of Bioshock. Little audio voice commentaries whilst you're playing the game. That's pretty neat. I don't know if there's a button to highlight anything that you can pick up though. Monster health bars. Well, I won't worry about that too much at the moment. I don't think there's anything that stands out. You can use left mouse button or right mouse button. Is sort of like you drag it and you move around that way. So whichever way you are holding the cursor, as long as you're holding down the right mouse button, he'll move that way. Or you can just left click areas and he'll go to that direction. I'd probably use the right mouse button most of the time, except for when you're just heading out to a definite direction, such as the door.
16 militiamen went out. Only Rumford came back. How could that help us?
We never should have built on this cursed ground. Maybe Cain was right. Even in death, Diablo torments us.
Also works for the left mouse button, actually, holding it down.
We have come at last to Tristram's old cathedral. This is where Diablo, Lord of Terror, first corrupted mankind. This is where I may finally find the answers I seek. Leah worries after my safety, but I believe information vital to defeating the last lords of the burning hells can be found here.
Yeah. How's my FPS doing? Huh, the irony is I got my Fraps window up at the top, so I can't actually see what that says. Something 0.9. It's really cannot see it.
I worked my hands to the bone to bring you these fine goods.
I assume you get discounts, or if you do well, or are respected by a certain person, you might get discounts from them.
How can I help fight the risen dead?
I admire your courage, but Captain Dalton and the militia were slaughtered by those things. Only I survived.
Your warriors will be avenged.
Well, I have seen you fight. Strike at the wretched mothers and their queen. They're the ones vomiting out these horrors.
They're attacking the barricades!
Not again!
Not enough fury.
So how much fury is required? 20. Might need numbers there to see exactly how much fury you got. Ah.
That's one of the wretched mothers. There are more of them in the ruins down the road.
And items you actually click on to pick up, so that's alright. Because you might not want someone else in your group just running over all the mobs that are getting killed and they automatically pick everything up. That makes sort of sense. Whilst the gold is just, you know, it's just gold. That's a pain in the ass to keep clicking on that every time to pick it up. Checkpoint means my save. That's good. Although the problem is this isn't a proper single player game. I don't know how it works. If I left this game, would I lose my character, sort of thing? I do not know.
I need fury.
Wonder how long those health bottles last for.
I will never forget the first time I saw these horrors shambling out of the misty woods. Our loved ones, buried long ago, rose from their graves and began to attack the living. However, the risen dead were only the beginning.
I like that feature. That's good. The interesting thing is it actually quietens down the rest of the sound in the game, so that you can actually hear the voice a bit easier. Because the sound's quite loud. I've already turned it down, which is no problem with that, but obviously if you want to be able to hear everything sort of like on the same level without the sounds, noises of him attacking, just sort of drowning everything else out. There's something there, but as usual, I usually like to have a good look around, know what's about the place before I sort of dedicate myself to one area. Just vomiting up. They carry a lot of gold. I can see how it's not. I don't think you have copper and silver in this game. It's just going to be flat out gold. So you have things costing up to probably, you know, 100,000 gold potentially. If I'm getting like 1 to 3 gold as such from just level 1 creatures. That's quite good. See the health of the creature.
Healed.
Healed. Where's oh no. The only fear I have in a situation like this, of looking around and scouting about, is that you might sort of potentially do a quest before you've come across the quest giver. For example, there's a special mob here and I go and kill him now and then go back over there and find a guy that asks you to kill that mob. How do you do it? I do not know. The minimap seems pretty clear on where you can go and where you can't go, so that's pretty good. It's very dark, the game. I understand that might be an issue for viewers, but if you put the resolution right up, you'll definitely be able to see what I'm seeing. It's only at lower levels, like 360p, it might become an issue. You may as well use your rage every now and then, or at least keep it up to the top, but as soon as it hits the top you might as well use your special rage ability. Huh. Until you build it up again. Like so. I don't think rage... Oh wait. Watch time stop being attacked. Does it drop down? Or do you keep it? Let's have a look at my inventory. That's 76. Got all these items, I should really start putting them on actually. Well, that one I'm going to want more, aren't I? You see my barbarian. Yes, you do lose rage, look at that. After about 5 seconds or so of being in combat or out of combat, after 5 seconds of being out of combat rather, your fury will disappear. So yeah, you got to keep an eye on that. I can't use a bow, I don't think. Okay. So far so good. So there's the musty cellar. Just map out this little bit here, finish off the mini-map. I'm quite OCD like that. So I like to know where I stand with things. So as you know, and you can see on the map, I've basically explored everything within the nearby vicinity, so I know it's definitely okay to go in there now. That's how I see things.
Young quill fiends. A nest must be nearby.
I think he has AoE attack, I'm not sure. Cleave. Oh, I see. Right, you choose between your secondaries, and this are your secondary slots, so you couldn't just put Hammer the Ancients into your primary, because your primary and your secondary are very different. So I choose between Bash or Cleave. So it's kind of like a skill tree. I get it. A bit like on World of Warcraft, where you have to select between two abilities in your talents pane. That's what you do, you choose between Bash or Cleave. Except I can change these anytime I like, but that's going to be an advantage for those that know what's coming up ahead, so you know where Cleave's going to be better than Bash. So that's more for one-on-one fights, and Cleave is obviously for AoE. Well, I'll stick to Cleave because my damage seems fine at the moment, and since it kind of gives you the ability to have Cleave, I'd assume that's a slight clue that you're going to need it. You can see your quests log on here, so that's a good way to keep track of things as well. You can easily tell how I'm doing quest-wise, because in a RPG game you've got to be careful when you pick up God knows how many quests. And obviously you just click for them, you don't really pay too much attention, just click, click, click. And before you know it, you've got like 20 quests and you can't remember what any of them are. So I kind of want to drag mobs together if I can, providing I don't take too much damage from them. Ha! The upper body, half of him was left. So I can do more damage with my... What happened there? Low quality axe. You could just let her keep vomiting mobs if you really wanted to. And then you get more experience, but no need to worry about that at the moment.
These unholy creatures can rest now.
So that axe is slightly better than what I've got at the moment, I think. Let's put that on. Bit of magic. Mother. You can see that AoE damage working nicely though. Do I keep going this way? Wretched Queen. Yes.
Old Tristram, Diablo himself once walked this place.
Keeps coming back to this place. Down you go. And there's the waypoint to get you back to the main town. But there's still a bit I haven't explored yet. That I remember. Well, there's quite a bit I haven't explored yet, but... Oh, there we go. It's that little bit. I'm going to have to kind of let that go for video recording reasons, but I could always go. Normally my OCD would force me to go back over there and just have a look at what's in that tiny little area, even though I know that nothing's probably in there. But there's always the chance of there being something important. A special creature, this one. Blimey. So far, so good. Fun to kill things. Things glow if you can pick them up, so that's an important thing, because otherwise anything in this room could be something you could pick up potentially. So with a slight glow, you got an idea on where to go. Similar sounds to the original Diablos when things drop. Doesn't put out much of a fight. A lot of these mobs are too busy standing still getting owned. But it is low level at the moment, so you would expect it to be easy. And it is also normal. So there are obviously a lot of different difficulty settings to make the game more of a challenge, should you desire. Griswold! So there's the waypoint. That's where I'm supposed to go now. Let's have a quick check. Oops, that's wrong. I've had to hotkey. That seems to do a little more damage than the weapon I'm using at the moment, so I think that's probably quite a good idea to use that. It also tells you what your stat changes are if you equip it. So yeah, it's a pretty big upgrade. So maybe I got really lucky, because obviously all of these drops are pretty random. I don't think they're the same every game for everyone. Random drops in it, so you could get lucky. You might not find anything for your hero for ages. Just the way it goes. I feel like I want to save it, but I can't. It's really quite annoying. Can I save it? If I... Doesn't really seem to be an option there for saving it. So that's where I've been. This is where I currently am. I've got quests to hand in there because I had a little cup next to a... If you look there, got a little cup there. So closest unlocked waypoint to your quest objective. Is that a quest I can hand in, or is it a quest? Because it was good with World of Warcraft. You had the sort of like the question mark meant that you finished the quest.
Thank you for your help.
I guess that means I can't hand it in.
Could you talk some sense into Leah? She won't give up on the idea of rescuing her uncle.
Nor should she. I will help her find him.
Okay.
Come, let us search for your uncle.
We'll need to open the cathedral first. The guards locked it up before they were ambushed. Rumford told me they fought their way back to Adria's hut. The key must still be there.
Oh, I've got her following me now, have I?
For a long time, Uncle Deckard avoided coming back to this place. There were a lot of ghosts here for him. This is where Diablo drove old King Leoric mad and terrorized the people. I don't know what really happened here, but whatever it was horrible. Nearly everyone who survived went mad.
Surround sound. When she was on my right side, I could hear that in my right ear. And when she was on my left side, I could hear that in my left ear. Fascinating.
How did your mother die?
Well, details are hazy, but I know that Adria was obsessed with chasing the arcane. She knew she could never raise a child. Uncle Deckard believes that the madness and horror of her life finally caught up with her.
Okay, now this is what I wanted to test out, is if I talk to her and have her chatting away and then talk to someone else, does it interrupt?
For a long time, Uncle Deckard avoided coming back to this.
The dead have been a bane on our existence.
Okay, fair enough. So it's really best just to have her chatting when you know that you're not going to be talking to anyone. Or when you're just sort of like out and about in the wilds. You can listen to the whole text, otherwise you're just going to have to wait around until you can interrupt it or speak to someone else.
What can you tell me about Leah and her uncle, Deckard Cain?
Not too much, I'm afraid. They came here almost a year ago. She split her time between looking after him and helping out the town. He spent his days in the old cathedral, looking for old texts from what I hear. They were inside when that thing hit. She's lucky to be alive.
And the greyed out thing means I've already talked to that person about that subject.
I came here to study the fall of Old Tristram.
And it is written,
Found some interesting things on my latest dig. You should take a look.
Right click to sell. I'm not going to want that anymore. Especially if I've got better. Still don't think I can use bows? I don't know.
I can't use it.
No. Okay, so that's an easy decision to get rid of it then, isn't it? Sweet.
I've got some
As sad as it is for the girl, for all of us, Leah must accept that the old man is dead. No one's surviving what's out there.
1300 gold already. Looks like gold is really easy to get. But obviously it's all relative to how much things cost anyway. So if something's worth 1 million gold, then 1300 isn't much, is it? Kane's house, I've already been here, but I don't think there'll be anything new here.
Being in Uncle Deckard's room when he's not here.
There you go, you get a little bit of extra lore as such by going in there. I found out that she doesn't feel right about being in this house. That was worth it, huh?
I volunteered to help because it seemed the right thing to do. But I'm no leader of men.
You are filled with
Server
fear.
shutting down in
You
15
must
minutes.
lead from strength.
That's a simple thing for you to say. You were born to fight monsters like the risen dead. Me? I'm just a farmer. When Leah told us the dead were pouring out of the cathedral, we quickly went to put an end to it. At first it seemed we were succeeding, but they just kept coming. We were overcome. Captain Dalton and the men fought valiantly. They protected me. I am no soldier. I was a farmer. I should not have been out there with them. I do not know how I made it back here. None of the others did. And now, somehow, I'm supposed to lead the militia.
Take it, I still can't go this way. Even though the collector is there.
I heard the people who left to get help.
One thing you really want to do in these games is keep up to date with what's going on. So talk to people if something new has happened since you last spoke to that person, because they might have something for you, some information.
Adria was my mother, but
Maybe.
I don't know much about her. She died when I was very young. I was raised by Uncle Deckard.
Oh, that sly old dog. I know who
I'm told
Adria
he
is.
was a great warrior who was lost when Tristram fell to the demons.
She was like the witch from the first Diablo. Deckard Cain and Adria had something going on.
Look! A hidden cellar! Follow me!
Not so hidden.
Your mother had her secrets.
People said she was a witch, but I never believed it. Captain Dalton!
Captain Dalton, I remember him as well. It's tying up all the stories from the first game, at least. That's a minor health potion I can actually keep in my inventory rather than just running over it and it being used automatically.
Here's the key, and my mother's journal. What I've seen of it is disturbing. I want to know more about her, but that can wait. We need to save Uncle Deckard first.
I will go. Stay here and learn what you can.
Thank you.
Aiden came to me last night. I suspected what was lurking within his troubled heart. I consoled him as best I could. Regardless, wherever he's headed, hell will surely follow in his wake. The shadows close in on Tristram once again. But like Aiden, I'll be gone before they fall.
No idea if that's the original voice actor.
Tristram Cathedral. The fallen star lies within.
Where are the cows?
Volcapo smiles on me.
Who now?
Still recharging. Not ready yet.
Generate 15 fury. Oh, right. So it uses it. I was just wondering if it actually generated it. Doesn't seem to make a difference to the fury that I have at the moment. Can't go that way. Maybe it does generate. Then I don't know that. Tells you if you've got empty equipment slots. That's pretty good. Looks good. Pretty kitted out now.
This is
looks
where
nice.
The star fell.
Looks very nice. Oh, bang. Oh, dear God. So you get bonuses for killing as many monsters as possible within a certain time limit, maybe? I'm not sure. Or just an achievement.
I'll taste your fear!
And that uses it up. So you don't really want to click on those healing wells unless you can help it. Maybe it comes back after a short while. Ooh, I wonder if I almost did damage to myself there.
We thought we could keep the dead trapped here. Akarat, save me.
Huh. You'll definitely want a mouse that you feel comfortable with. No, I guess it doesn't do damage. I'm pretty sure I would have been hit by that otherwise. Don't forget the barrels. The AoE ability is good, to be honest. It's only on boss fights that I can imagine you'd want to switch off from the AoE onto sort of more one-to-one damage. Or against particularly difficult mobs where there aren't so many of them. But isn't that just stating the obvious? Surely I'm going to run out of inventory space. got a checkpoint at least. So where's that? To Leoric's Passage. I suppose I can come back to this area, so I may as well just hop in, even though I'd like to explore the whole map. What have we got here?
Oh, minions! Stay back! Back!
Oh.
May this wedge hold.
Deckard Cain.
The Skeleton King?
The power of the fallen star awakened me, and soon all will suffer as I have suffered. Gods, bring me his bones!
Bones! Give him hell, Deckard Cain. Let's go rescue him.
Cain! I will save you!
Stay back!
Ooh, big boss there. Seems to be no cooldown on my special ability. Other than the requirement for rage.
Thank you, but why did you risk yourself for me?
I have need of your knowledge, Deckard Cain. Leah will be happy that you live.
Oh, it is wonderful to hear that Leah is well. I feared the worst. I learned of this secret passage through old maps I found.
So I guess that's straight out. I can always come back to the dungeon, I think. I don't know actually whether it'll all get changed when I come back, whether the mobs respawn or all that sort of stuff. I've only got a few minutes though, unfortunately, because of the servers. Thank you very much for that. So I guess I'll have to go back. Just see what's...
This cannot be opened yet.
Okay, so that's the next stage. So you will come back down here at some point then. Oh, I see. Deckard Cain's just gone without me. That's nice.
We must discuss the fallen star. Follow me to Tristram.
It's a good way, to be honest, to go back and sell all your rubbish that you've accumulated, which I've probably got quite a bit. Yes. Let's get a new checkpoint in a second. Let's just do it now.
Uncle, you're
I assume if I
alive.
talk to her,
Thanks to
might
you
get one.
and your friend here.
Time is running short. What can you tell me of the fallen
Yes,
star?
time is running short.
Not much, I'm afraid, though the prophecy of the end days surely points to it as a sign that the end has begun.
Please, Uncle, not more of your stories. All that matters now is that you're back.
The ancients grant me strength.
Sweet. Checkpoint reached. Okay, so that's fine. Hopefully my character does get saved, but we will never know. So what's my secret extra ability? Rend. Sweeping strike. So another sweeping strike. Oh, so you could have two lots of AoEs. Oh, I think I'll go for that. Because it does damage over time as well. Okay, since server's shutting down all that, let's have a quick look and see if I can come out of the game. And hopefully my character gets kept. Looks like he does. So level 5. If I go to resume game, then it'll just start a single player game again. Because that was essentially a public game, but then it got changed into a single player game when Pracky left, maybe. But I could open it to a public game. Does that mean you can do that on any game? Possibly. So I'm level 5. You only go up to level 6 anyway before you have to start the next chapter, I think, or the next part. I'm just waiting to get kicked off right now, to be honest. Legacy of Cain, Shattered Crown. So Leoric, I remember that as well. So you might want to play Diablo 1 and 2 if you want to understand some of the references that are in Diablo 3. It's something I did a while ago to make sure I had some sort of recollection when I came across it. Servers haven't gone down yet. Or I haven't been kicked out yet. Now they're full, so you have entered the queue. Estimated wait time 1 second. It just means the servers are down for getting into the game, I'm not sure. I will go straight back into it though, as soon as it's available, but yeah, that's what it is. I just going to have to wait a while, to be honest, until I can get back into a game again, but it doesn't seem to kick you out of the interface screen, as it were. It doesn't bring you back to the point where you have to log in. I'm still logged in. Yeah, you lied, so I got 0 achievements. 30, yeah. Right then, thank you very much for watching. This has been Witty. Please subscribe, like and comment. I'm going to continue this on another video, probably. Unless I put it onto this, it depends how much time it all takes. So until then.